Hey guys, it is Monday here in West Virginia, so it's time for us to do our Mopar Monday. And today we're cracking open a couple of older pieces, not too old, one from 2018 and I think one from 2021, so they're not very old. And they're new for my collection, so we're going to take a look at them today. They're both from Greenlight, and they are in the Mecum auctions series. So this is like a Mecum Mopar Monday, Triple M. So anyways, what we have for you are two B-body chargers, a second gen and a third gen. And actually, one of the main Mopars that I try to collect, if they're nice, original looking, and detailed, is the 71 Charger and Super B. Also, I like the 68 to 70 B body, but the problem with them, they are pricey when you do come across them on the secondary market. So yeah, I do not have a lot of them in my collection. So anyways, we're going to start with the 70 because he's the oldest one. And I used to have this one. If you guys see some of my older videos from 2 or 3 years back, you may see this car in some of the videos or in the background at Mr. Norm's or something like that. Because when this series was launched, I bought the Charger, the Challenger, and I think there was a CUDA in the lineup too, when I was living in the Philippines. Then when I came back, I sold everything, so I wanted to get this car back, but they were a fortune on eBay, and luckily I found someone selling them on Facebook Marketplace at a reasonable price, $10 each. So you can't beat that. That's a really good price, a little higher than SRP, but hey, I can deal with it. So this one looks fantastic. It's in a color that is not commonly seen, a metallic bronze, like a root beer kind of color. I don't know. To me, it looks like a root beer kind of color. Maybe root beer is a little bit darker. And it has the chrome Mopar rallies on it and a black vinyl top. Has the trademark 70 door scoops and that wraparound front bumper with the hideaway headlights and the big long tail lights. So let's get him out and take a better look at him. And on this, it doesn't say much about like what was in the lineup. It just gives you specs of the car, which is pretty cool. This was a, let's see, factory Hemi car. And it was equipped with a 4-speed. And it had the Dana rear end with 410s, bucket seat, console, rally wheels, Goodyear polyglass, GT tires, a Tic-Toc tack, and a Hurst pistol grip shifter, solid state radio, and the 122 Dodge Charger RT Hemi models were 120. I thought they were going to say an option number, that's why I said the 122, but 122 Dodge Charger RT Hemi models were produced in 1970. One of 1970 Dodge Charger RT Hemi vehicles were built at the St. Louis plant in this color combination according to the Chrysler registry. So yeah, as I was saying before, it's a very rare color to see, especially I guess on the Hemi. So I've already cut this open on the backside, and you can see the original interior, drivetrain and such. And Goodyear, not Goodyear, geez, Greenlight did a fantastic job replicating this in 1/64th. And this is when they took time and pride. They kind of gave up after, I'd say, 2018, because this is like when they tried a little harder with the front bumper, with the paint on it. The most recent release, the Sassy Grass Green, Sublime Green, whatever you want to call it, with the white vinyl top and white interior, and it has magnums on it. It's in the Barrett-Jackson series. Only half the bumper is painted. It doesn't look that great. I know you could get one and touch it up with a Sharpie, and I still may do that because I'm lacking big time on the second gen Chargers. I think I got two 68s And no 69s except for the Hot Wheels variants that I have in my display case, but I need a couple of more realistic looking ones for the dealership. And I have two 70s now. This is the second one, and you guys seen the first one last Monday, the Supernatural one, which I'm going to swap the wheels and tires on that one eventually to a set of Mopar rallies, most likely, because it looks good in the black with the white tail stripe. So as you can see, they did a good job. The interior is white and such, black dash, black package tray. Nice detail on the tail panel with the backup lights and the exhaust tips. Then once again, that long 70 tail light. The wraparound, the stripe. The color on the car is beautiful. That light metallic bronze, copper, whatever you want to call it, or root beer color. And then the hood does open. Well, I should have kept my little piece of plastic here that I use to pop the hoods, but I don't have it handy, so sorry, we're not going to pop the hood on this one. But as I've complained before, the motors on Greenlight cars are a little bit too small. They should have just kept the hoods sealed shut, and I see that they're doing that on a lot of their newer 1/64th releases. So overall, though, this is a beautiful car. Nice detailed grille and everything. So, moving along to number 2, and I think this is the last Mecum series that they done. The copyright is for 2020, so it would have probably been a 2021 release. And this is the first 71 Charger RT or Super B that they've released with painted bumpers, so that's pretty cool. It's a rare option on the 71s, on the B body anyways. You see it's more on the E bodies, I think, than you did on the B bodies. And anyways, this car is very cool looking with the blue steel rims and the dog dish caps. And as I said, this is one of my favorites to collect, the 71s. So I have a lot of them from Greenlight. Some of them I don't have because they're like custom painted and such as big wheels. I prefer just the nice conservative stock looking cars because of the diorama I have. So this is a 71 Hemi Charger RT. One of only 63 Hemi Charger RTs produced in 71, so very limited as it is. One of 30 with a 4-speed. And the Ram Charger hood, had a Ram Charger hood, yeah, the air grabber, most people know it by, but it is also called Ram Charger. It's B5 blue, and the black RT striping, blue vinyl interior, painted steel wheels with chrome hubcaps, Goodyear Polyglass GT tires, and polyglass. I think I said polygrass at first. So, anyways, and it sold for $181,000. Wow. So, very cool looking car. I'm surprised they did not point out the painted bumpers. They pointed out the painted steel rims, but not the bumpers. So as you can see, that's a really cool feature. M2 makes a couple with the painted bumpers, but M2, they don't take the time to detail the tail light panel, at least on the driver series one that I have. It's red. It looks great, though, sitting next to this one, especially, and it has the hideaway headlights, I believe, and this one has the exposed headlights. And this one has a closed air grabber. A lot of times the air grabber on these are open, so that's kind of cool. It's a different perspective on it. And as I've mentioned before, they do a great job on this car. The newer variants, I don't know, sometimes it seems like they chinced a little bit on them, like the Super B they released. It has the louvers in the door, and it shouldn't. They have a casting. They have the mold where They don't have the louvers in the door for their original 71 Super B, which I showed you one last week in our movie Mopar Monday. And yeah, nowadays they're not taking the time to do that. I don't know, they should have never released that latest 71 Super B. It is a very popular one, the orange with the white top. It's one of their original ad cars. It was in the ad rods or whatever they call it series. I think Johnny Lightning calls it ad rods. I don't know what Greenlight calls it, but unfortunately, it's a RT with Super B logos on it. That's why I haven't bought it yet. It's still fairly easy to find, and it is a great looking car. If it just had RT badges on it instead of the Super B badge, I would be all over it. So, anyways, guys, that's it for our Mecum Mopar Monday. And yeah, this one here, yeah, the hood opens fairly good on this one. And these here, actually, the 71, the engine doesn't look too bad on this one. It looks a little bigger than usual. And as I mentioned last week when we were looking at the yellow Speed Channel Super B, the 71 has a lot of room in front of the engine. So this is true right here. You have like a foot between the front bumper and the radiator. Then you have another like 6 inches, maybe even more than that, from the radiator to the engine. So there's a lot of room before you get to the front of the motor. So with it being set way, way back like that, it is accurate. So, pretty cool. This one's like a spring-loaded hood. It's just slammed shut. But anyways, guys, that's it for today. And I'm not sure if we'll be back before Friday. We might be. I have some cool stuff in store for Friday. Some more drag racing stuff. And then I always have Mopar stuff. So we'll have more Mopar stuff for next Monday. We have the new Tarmac Moon Eyes Challenger coming in. I have the O'Reilly's Christmas ornament Dodge truck coming. The new M268 Dart, we have it coming. That's one that I'm really anxious to do an unboxing on. So you'll be seeing these cars coming soon. So be sure to turn on the little notification bell so you know when I launch a new video. Thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy your week.